Hello guys, let us look at the implementation of this partition labels problem. So in the last part of the video, I have explained that for each and every element we need to have the last occurrence index. So here we are trying to achieve that. So C is basically the character and I is the index. So enumerate will basically give us the format in this way. I is the index and C is the character. Now let us have two variables which denote the range of the partition, that is start and end. Uh, and let us try to see. So first what we are trying to achieve is, as I've explained in the previous video, so for a particular element A, suppose we are iterating for the element A, then we need to check for the index of the last occurrence of A. So here this is the range. So in this, at this point we need to consider that okay, at till this point this is the range of our partition. So this is where it is denoted. So partition partition end will fix that point. So till this basically means that till this point we have found the partition to be this much, right? And we keep on doing this, and at the end we will see that when we have reached the index A, then we will see that the last character at A, so the last occurrence of A, that is denoted by this partition end, is equals to the current element. So in this case we will update the partition to be I minus j. So this is the window size, so I minus partition start plus 1, and partition start we can update that since we will be now looking from the next character. So we need to consider the remaining elements, that is from here to here. So partition start should denote the starting of the next partition we can consider. So in this way we can uh, at each and every time we can update the partitions, and then at the end we just store the length of the partition and then return the answer. So let us see what is the like whether it is working or not. Okay, so this is a good algorithm, 96% efficient. So yeah, thanks for watching, have a nice day.